Hello, Oilers fans. Austin here with today's pregame report between the Edmonton Oilers and the Winnipeg Jets. The Oilers are on a 3-game win streak. The Jets are coming off a loss to the Vancouver Canucks. And for Edmonton, this is probably their biggest test of the season since game 1 of the regular season, where they played Winnipeg and lost 6-0. The Oilers have probably had this game circled on their calendar since that loss because they're here to prove that they belong in that top echelon of the NHL, that cup contending status. But they have to go out there and they have to prove it. The Oilers all season long have struggled against top 10 teams, so we're looking for a real strong effort. We're looking for real responsible neutral zone play, and managing the puck is going to be key against a good, very good Winnipeg Jets team who are looking to win the President's Trophy this season. Yes, them and Washington, they are tied for first in the NHL. But if there's some good news for Edmonton, Winnipeg is not amazing on the road. The Jets are 22-13 on the road. So if the Oilers can take advantage of home ice here, you get the last change, get your line matchups. I like Edmonton's chances. If you end up enjoying this pregame report, just make sure to smash that like button. That's all I ask. And as always with these pregame reports, I'll go through the projected lineup. I will do the game day stats and numbers if you're into that sort of thing. I'll do keys to the game, players to watch, and of course, the score prediction. With that out of the way, let's jump into the projected lineups. Now, as of the recording of this video, I don't know if anyone is going to be out of the lineup. I know Hyman, McDavid, Draisaitl, and Ekholm all did not practice yesterday. They had maintenance days. A couple of them are probably a little banged up, especially Draisaitl and Hyman. We know they've been kind of dealing with something lately, and Ekholm as well. So if one of them ends up being out of the lineup, don't be surprised. But if they're all in the lineup, I would project the lines to look the exact same. Chris Knoblauch seems very comfortable with the lineups that he's been putting out recently, and that's a great sign. That top line with Jeff Skinner, Connor McDavid, and Zach Hyman continues to be effective. I like Jeff Skinner with Connor McDavid. He does a lot of little things right away from the puck that I really hope Chris Knoblauch is paying attention to. And he's also very sneaky at getting into scoring lanes and finding himself open in different spots on the ice in the offensive zone. I'd like to see him stick with Connor McDavid, so hopefully Chris Knoblauch continues this trend of giving Skinner a look. Even though Jeff Skinner hasn't been scoring in recent games, I feel like his play justifies him continuing to play in this top 6. On the second line, you'll have Corey Perry with Leon Draisaitl and Connor Brown, assuming Draisaitl is healthy. Although this line hasn't been super effective in their last couple of games, I still like the makeup of the line. I do like Draisaitl and Brown a little bit more than I like Draisaitl and Perry together. I just think sometimes Corey Perry is a little bit too slow. There's a lot of times where the puck is kind of near him, but he doesn't have the edge work required to be able to get that puck or turn quickly and get in on the back check or go in on the forecheck. He's a very straight line player, and if the Oilers have possession when he jumps onto the ice, he's very effective. But getting possession back when you don't have it with Perry on the ice, that's another story. So we'll see if there's any adjustments to that second line. Don't be surprised if there is. The third line, though, this is the one line that they should not touch at all. This line is perfection right now. As a potential Bruins fan that might be tuning in, you all know the perfection line was Marchand, Bergeron, and David Pastrnak. Now, I am not comparing this line of Podkolzin, RNH, and Arvidsson to that perfection line. I know the hockey guy hated when broadcasters would call it that. But this line in general has been very, very solid for the Edmonton Oilers. Podkolzin, he finally got off the schneid, as Jack Michaels would say. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins has 6 points in his last 2 games since he's been bumped to that third line center position. And Victor Arvidsson continues to produce as well. This is a terrific third line, and they can really take advantage of other teams' bottom 6 players, lines that I should say, if you're line matching. Sorry, words are hard this morning, apparently. I love the makeup of that third line. I really hope that they can continue to provide that depth scoring for Edmonton. And they're a dangerous line. All 3 of these players are very smart away from the puck as well. So they're a very responsible line. And I think Chris Knoblauch is going to put a lot of trust in them to kind of be a shutdown / go out and score a goal line. And I love that. On the fourth line, you'll have Janmark with Henrique and Kapanen. Now, Kasperi Kapanen, he has been all over it lately. He had a breakaway the other other night against the Utah Hockey Club. He had a couple great opportunities shorthanded. He just isn't able to put one in the net yet, but he's doing a lot of really good things right now, and that's great to see. Adam Henrique in the fourth line center position, I think that works for him. And poor Matthias Janmark, I don't know if he's ever going to score on a goaltender this season. He has not shot a puck past a goalie all year long, and the last couple breakaways that he had, I feel for him. I feel for Matthias Janmark. I really hope that he can get a goal and get some confidence up because he's fighting the puck right now. But again, he's doing a lot of really good things away from the puck, so it's hard to complain with his game right now. And then the extras, Max Jones and Derek Ryan. Not sure if Derek Ryan is going to draw into this lineup. Don't know if Max Jones is going to draw into the lineup. I guess you'll just have to pay attention to Daily Faceoff. That's that's the website that I'm told to go to very regularly for like actual true updated lines or true projected lines, or just follow the Oilers mainstream media guys, Bob Stauffer, Jack Michaels, Tony Brar, those sorts of people on Twitter or X.com. They always post the actual lines as well during the morning skates. On defense, we'll have Matthias Ekholm with Evan Bouchard, the Oilers' top pair. Hopefully Ekholm is okay. He looked phenomenal against Utah after being away for 6 games. Hopefully Ekholm can continue to play at that level. It's been a while since we've seen him play that efficiently in all 3 zones, and I hope he continues that. Nurse with Wallman is a terrific second pair, and they work really well together. Jake Wallman, terrific pickup by Stan Bowman at the trade deadline. Hopefully he's able to sustain his play. Then you'll have Kulak and Emberson, maybe. You may have Kulak and Stetcher. Emberson has been kind of fighting the puck lately. The last few weeks, he hasn't been very, as solid as we've been accustomed to in his shutdown role. So hopefully if he is in the lineup, he continues to play well. If not, I wouldn't be surprised to see Stetcher in there. So we'll have to see how that plays out. And then, of course, in goal, we're going to have Stuart Skinner. Stu, he's going to go up against the Winnipeg Jets. He was yanked in that first meeting against Winnipeg on opening night back, way back in October. That was so long ago, I already forgot it. But Stuart Skinner, he's going to be looking for some redemption and continuing his strong play as of late as well. All right, let's get into the game day stats here. The Winnipeg Jets, they are 47-18-4. They are 5-4-1 in their last 10 games. And for Edmonton, this is a beatable team. In these last 10 games, out of the losses that Winnipeg has had, they've lost to Vancouver, they've lost to the Predators, they've lost to the Islanders. Those are teams that Winnipeg should be beating, just like the Oilers should be beating on those, types of teams that are not in the playoff picture or are a bubble team. Winnipeg, they can be exposed, and we're going to talk about it. 5-4-1 in the last 10. Expected goals for this season, they rank 9th. Their power play ranks 1st in the NHL. They are absolutely lethal on the power play. Their penalty kill ranks 15th, so not too bad. They're middle of the pack. Goals for per game ranks 3rd. Goals against per game ranks 1st. They do rely heavily on their goaltender, Connor Hellebuck, who is likely going to win another Vezina this season. Their Corsi 4 ranks 17th, and their shots for percentage ranks 9th. So when you take a look at this team's numbers, their penalty kill isn't amazing, and their possession metrics at 5-on-5 are also not amazing. They really do rely on goaltending, and they rely on their power play, and this team has been shooting at a very high shooting percentage all season long. There is some regression that is due, whether it happens, throughout the course of the rest of the season, whether it's, happens in the playoffs. The Winnipeg Jets can be exposed. They rely heavily on Connor Hellebuck. Don't know how tired Hellebuck is going to be by the time the playoffs start, but if you're Edmonton, shell him tonight. He looked shaky against Vancouver. See if you can get to him early tonight. For the Oilers, they are 40-24-4. They are 6-4 in their last 10 games. Expected goals for ranks 4th this season. Their power play ranks 7th. They had a lot of opportunities against Utah. They were trying to get Draisaitl his 50th goal, and he just could not bury one. Hopefully he can get that tonight. Penalty kill ranks 21st. The penalty kill has been phenomenal over the past several weeks. I think they are 28 for their last 32 or something, so real good penalty kill as of late. Goals for per game ranks 7th. Goals against ranks 12th. Corsi 4 ranks 4th. And shots for percentage ranks 2nd. The Oilers continue to be a very strong 5-on-5 possession team. And coming out of the Four Nations, the Oilers did struggle those first 5, 6, 7 games out of the break, but they have been getting back to the play that we saw in November, December, January. If Edmonton plays like they have recently, I like their chances against Winnipeg tonight. Now, the keys to the game, the players to watch, and the score prediction. The keys to the game for the Edmonton Oilers if they want to win tonight. Number one, puck management. Puck management is going to be key tonight. If you give Winnipeg opportunities, they have lethal shooters on their team. I know I talked about their high team shooting percentage, but there's a reason why it's high, because they have really good players and very good finishers on that team. Don't give them anything easy. You have to make their life difficult and make them work for every inch to get that puck away from you. Number two, discipline is going to be instrumental in Edmonton being able to win tonight. Even though Edmonton's penalty kill has been better as of late, Winnipeg's power play is so lethal, you do not even want to give them an opportunity to give them a chance to, put one behind Stuart Skinner on the power play. So discipline is going to be very key tonight. And of course, thirdly, play your game. The Edmonton Oilers, they have been getting back to their style of game. Low event in their own zone, slowing things down in the neutral zone, and then attacking on transition and working the cycle. The Oilers have the ability, they have the personnel, they have a very good team. They just got to put it all together. If they play their game, I like their chances tonight against the Jets. Now, Winnipeg's keys to the game: speed kills, and specifically, speed kills the Edmonton Oilers. If Winnipeg is able to attack through the neutral zone with speed, the Oilers are not good at defending the rush. They are not good at defending their own blue line on zone entries, even though, we've seen this team. I talk about how responsible Edmonton is in the neutral zone, but that is still a deficiency in their game. However, against Utah, which is also a very fast team, the Oilers did a great job at managing that neutral zone. For Winnipeg, if they're able to break through the Oilers' neutral zone a little bit and attack with speed, they're going to have a lot of success against the Oilers tonight. Number two is their power play. If Winnipeg gets any power plays whatsoever, they have to take advantage of those opportunities because Edmonton's 5-on-5 play is very solid. And of course, for the Jets, keeping Edmonton to the outside. Winnipeg does such a good job in their defensive zone coverage that it is hard to get into those slot area shooting lanes, those high danger shooting areas. And on the off chance that you break through their coverage and you do get a shot, you also have to beat the best goalie in the NHL, which is Connor Hellebuck. But for Winnipeg, don't give the Oilers too many opportunities. They've been feeling pretty good offensively as of late. We'll see if they're able to continue that momentum against Winnipeg tonight. Now, my players to watch: Ryan Nugent-Hopkins for the Edmonton Oilers. As I mentioned earlier, 6 points in his last 2 games. He has been absolutely on fire on that third line for the Oilers, and he is my player to watch for Edmonton. And for Winnipeg, bit of a surprise here. I'm going Dylan Samberg. He is very quietly one of the best shutdown defensemen in the entire NHL. He has 2 goals in his last 3 games. He's a plus 31 rating, and look for him to play big minutes against the McDavid line tonight. And of course, my score prediction. What are we going with today, Oil Country? Let me know your score prediction right now before I reveal this one. Here we go, drum roll. We're going 4-2 Oilers tonight. I like Edmonton's chances. I like how Edmonton is trending up right now. Overall, as a team, they've been playing real solid zone hockey in all 3 zones. If they play like they have the last couple games here, they're going to have success tonight against Winnipeg. I'm going 4-2 Oilers. Let's get it done tonight, Oil Country. Now, I did mention in my post-game fan reaction that I was going to be live tonight. However, I don't know if I'm actually going to be live. I had something come up, so we will see. Keep an eye out. If I'm not live, I will announce it on the Discord, on Twitter. I will put something out to let everyone know. I do apologize that the live streams have not been frequent like they were earlier this season. I am working on some stuff, trying to get things ready to go for the playoffs, because I will be live every single night during the playoffs, during Oilers game days. And I can't wait for the playoffs, man. We're just at that point in the season where you're so close to the playoffs. The days are getting longer. You smell that fresh spring air outside, and you just so close. But the Oilers have a job to do tonight. Beat these guys. Beat these guys right here. We'll see you all later. I'll see you in the post-game fan reaction at minimum. I may see you for the live stream. We will see. Of course, I want to thank all of you for your support, whether I go live or not. It means the absolute world to me. Thank you all so much for your comments, the likes. You all humble me every single day, so thank you very much. Before the game tonight, tell someone that you love them, and as always, fight like a kid, fight like Ben. Let's go Oilers. Let's get the job done tonight.